One, two, one, two, three, yeah.
All right, welcome to No Cap Sports, episode 2. Today I'm joined by Josh.
Hello.
No Car today. He was too busy complaining about Kyrie, or talking about Kyrie, I should say. Today we're gonna be talking about centers due to popular demand. Originally we're gonna do shooting guards, but people want us to do centers. And then we're also gonna have a little bit of an Embiid versus Simmons debate at the end, right, Josh?
We will definitely have an Embiid versus Simmons debate.
All right, I think we should jump right into our center
Uh-huh.
rankings. What was that?
I got my Sixer stuff on already.
All right. Mine unfortunately has my Iverson jersey unfortunately has not come yet. So I will be rocking the Gophers. Let's just jump right into the center rankings. At number 1, I have Jokic.
I also have Jokic.
Yeah. I mean, I think the real debate is between him and who I have for number 2, Joel Embiid.
That's my guy. Well, the thing is, so Joel, as much as I love Joel Embiid, he's kind of a baby. And Jokic is he's probably not as good at scoring, but he's not as bad at scoring as Joel Embiid is bad at passing compared to Jokic. Jokic is one of the best passing pigmen ever. I said pigmen.
Yeah.
Pigmen ever.
I think
He's
the real
too.
knock on Jokic is defense, but it's not like terrible.
No.
He more has issues with speed.
Yeah. Jokic is a big boy. I love Jokic.
Oh yeah. But we like that.
I
So.
got Joel.
At number 3, unfortunately, I don't have his jersey behind me today. I have Karl Anthony Towns.
I have Cat as well.
Going into the year, it was really a three-man race between Jokic and Embiid and Cat for who's the best center.
Yeah.
Partially, Cat had injuries this year, but I feel like he's gonna have a bounce back year this next year.
As much as I like the Timberwolves, Cat's also a baby. There's a lot of baby centers in the league.
He beat Joel Embiid.
Him and Joel Embiid's fight was amazing. I love that.
They were really just like doing that, and then Simmons just came over and put him in a headlock.
Exactly. Simmons was the big guy in that case.
Yeah, Simmons beat the shit out of Cat. and Embiid was acting like he won. Like Simmons was literally on top of Cat, and Joel Embiid was like, it was yelling, "I won."
Mm-hmm. Well, did you see what he put on Instagram? He was like, "I was raised by lions, boy. What do you know about this life?" Or something like that. It was sick.
And then Cat gave him the funny text like, "I ain't no bitch."
It's nice.
I'll see if I can put like the little thing on like the YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, you'll see it. I'll pull it up.
All right, number 4. Who do you have it for?
Can I say one more thing about Cat though?
Sure.
He might be a dark horse MVP candidate.
Yeah.
He might have a bounce. I feel like he's gonna have a bounce back year because he was having a great year before he got hurt.
The Timberwolves suck. Okay, we got D'Lo, so maybe that'll help, but we're not very good. So
We never did see D'Lo and Cat play together though, so you never know. Put a bunch of defense around them, and it could be scary.
All right, 4. I have Bam Adebayo actually.
Oh, the Jazz fan is disrespecting Rudy Gobert.
Okay, let me just say this: Gobert gave Donovan Mitchell coronavirus, and I am a Donovan Mitchell fan, so you know.
A little bit biased, I see.
Yes, I don't like him. Don't worry, he's my 5, but you know.
I have Bam as my 5, but I mean Gobert is the 2-time defensive player of the year. He might go on for 3. I mean he shut down the league. He should win it.
But I have Bam here because he's my MIP, most improved player, because he's been very good on a surprisingly good Miami Heat team.
I mean they're in the play. I mean Brandon Ingram. Some people say Brandon Ingram, but I also agree Bam Adebayo should win it because he's the number 1 player on a team in the playoffs. And last time I checked, Pelicans are in the playoffs.
Exactly. I'm a Bam fan. Bam fam.
Before some people say Jimmy Butler is the number 1 player, Jimmy Butler's a bum. This is Timberwolves history. Jimmy Butler's a bum.
Dude, Jimmy Butler just told Andrew Wiggins he was a little bitch, and and now Andrew Wiggins is on the Warriors.
Yeah. I mean, he's still kind of a little bitch, but I mean, he's on the Warriors.
All right, 5, I had Rudy. 5, you got Bam.
Yep. I mean, just switch them up, not much really.
6, I have Nikola Vucevic.
I also have him. After Bam, there's a little bit of a drop off. Like it's like Bam, it's like who's after that? Vucevic?
All right. Sorry about that. Yes, there is kind of a drop off, but I like Vucevic just because he's very loyal and he does his job well. And the Magic suck. They don't bring anything in
Yeah.
around him, but he's good.
They're in the playoffs.
That's true.
They're the 8th seed, I believe, and they aren't good, but he's the number 1 player in the playoff team. That's worth something.
All right, 7. Who you have at 7?
I have Montrezl Harrell.
Oh, I have Andre Drummond, the best fantasy center.
Yeah. I have Harrell because I value his scoring over Drummond's rebounding, just because Drummond got traded for a 2nd-round pick. Originally I had him higher, but you got traded for a 2nd-round pick in Brandon Knight. I'm sure if Harrell, who might be traded this year just because the Clippers cap situation and he's a free agent, he might be signing trade. I guarantee you he's gonna get more than a 2nd-round pick in Brandon Knight.
That's probably true. All right, 8. I have LaMarcus Aldridge.
Ooh, I have Steven Adams.
Oh, he's not that high on my list.
Really, you're not a Steven Adams guy?
I don't know. I just think he hasn't. I guess he's also not very flashy, but he just hasn't changed much. I don't.
Yeah,
see
but when you look at, I mean, you can make the case for Aldridge, but looking around, no one here is really. It's a center. He's not really that flashy. No one is.
That's true. Anyways, I think LaMarcus Aldridge is in the wrong era though, because he's a mid-range guy.
Oh yeah, and I think that's him is he had a big decline because last year he was an all-star and this year he was not that good. He's just average to me. That's just probably why I have him at an average spot on this list.
That's reasonable. All right, after him, I have Montrezl Harrell.
All right, I have Clint Capella just because Capella and Adams are kind of similar to me.
I forgot Clint Capella.
I mean, he did get traded to the Hawks, so
Yeah. I don't know. We'll just throw. He's my honorary pick for somewhere in the teens.
yeah, throw him in there somewhere.
Actually, I'll put him at 10. He'll be my 10. I'll take my 10 guy.
Okay. You said you have Harrell here?
I have Harrell at 9. I'll put Capella at 10.
Okay. So moving on number 10, this is where I put Andre Drummond.
All right. That's reasonable.
Just because he rebounds and that's about it. And he doesn't really contribute to winning basketball and he's on a shitty contract.
That's true. Dude, he's got chest hair for days. This sounds nasty, but yeah.
Is he another one of your MCM picks?
No, he's not. Number 11, I have Aquaman.
Okay, this is where you put
This is where
Adams.
Adams is.
I
2.
have a little bit of a shocker here. I have Brook Lopez.
Okay, that's actually not too much of a shocker looking at my list.
Do you have something to say about Adams before that?
No, I just said that him and Jason Momoa look very similar.
No, they do.
Moving on, I have Miles Turner.
Oh, I disrespected Turner on this list. He did not have a good year. At number 12, this is where I have Jonas Valanciunas.
All right. Jonas was my 10, so I don't really know where else. I'll slip him in here.
At 13 or 12?
13.
Okay.
So moving on to 13, I have Jonas Valanciunas.
All right. At 13, I have Jarrett Allen.
Okay.
Just because I love his defense and you gotta respect the throw.
He does have a nice throw.
And I still don't understand why you signed DeAndre Jordan for $10 million a year when you have one of the better defensive centers in the league already in Jared Allen, who's younger and making way less.
Very, very true. Facts. Moving on. This is where I have Brooke Lopez.
This is where I have LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh.
Just because he had a noticeable decline this year, and his game isn't really suited to the modern NBA, which makes him perfect for the Spurs.
It does. And they have DeMar DeRozan, who also isn't for the modern NBA.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see where we put him when we do the shooting guard rankings next episode.
All right. Who's your guy? Who's your 15, right?
15. This is where I have Mitchell Robinson.
Who? I have Whiteside.
Best player on a terrible team.
Yep. The Knicks suck.
But hey, he's there.
He is there. He's their one. He's their shining star at the moment.
And he's an average center. Number 60. This is where I have Hassan Whiteside.
Jarrett Allen.
Oh, Jared Allen's my guy. I have him I have him 12. Or where did I have him? I have him 13. I wrote him down a little bit. But yeah. Hassan Whiteside to me is just a little worse version of Andre Drummond.
That's right. He's a better defender though.
Whiteside or Drummond?
Whiteside.
Drummond, I think they're pretty equal, in my opinion.
Whiteside, he's averaging like 2 blocks a game, I think.
Yeah, with blocks and everything.
Well, yeah, but it's something. Anyways.
Not everything.
Oh, this is where it all falls to pieces. I have Mitchell Robinson.
That's only like 2 picks after me. I have DeAndre Ayton here. He did have the shortened season because of the drugs.
That's
But other than that, he had a pretty solid season. DeAndre Jordan, 20 and 12. So that's what he does.
all right. Well, what are we? 17 now.
Yeah.
All right. I'll say DeAndre Ayton here.
Okay, same as me then. So same picks.
Yeah. 18.
I have Daniel Tice here, just because he has the stretching ability and he's the starting center on a really good team, the Boston Celtics.
That's true. I have Bobby Portis, although I don't think he counts as a center right now. He's probably a power forward.
He's a power forward.
So just take it off for that. Following up to that, I have Larry Nance.
Larry Nance Jr.?
Mm-hmm. No,
Really? Yeah.
Honestly, at this point,
I guess he's a center.
I kind of stopped looking at this is terrible, but I kind of stopped looking, and I realized that he was averaging like more than 10 a game. So that made my list.
All right, so that was your 18. I had Tice. You had Larry Nance Jr.
Yep.
Number 19, I have Derek Favors because he was the defensive anchor for the Pelicans, and I saw a thing that like the record before he got back from injury and after, they were much better after he got back.
I also have Derek Favors here.
Ooh. So yeah, great defensive player. You like him. He was once a Jazz player, so
That's true.
works out.
Oh, after this, I have
20.
Daniel Tice.
Okay, this is where I have Turner going finally, because he had a kind of a down year. I may disrespect him a little bit, but just wasn't really that good this year.
That's true. I just like him because he can shoot and he can play defense. So,
which is what you really want in the modern NBA player, but
exactly what you need in this.
Going into the year, he probably would have been top 15 for me, but he just had a down year.
All right, number 20 something.
21.
Make a couple revisions to my list during this. I have Cancer.
Who?
Enes Kanter.
Oh. All right. I have Marcus All going here. because he's still playing on a good team. If you haven't noticed, I kind of value team success a little bit.
Yes. Well,
So
that makes sense because following that up, I also have Marcus Saul.
all right, yeah. After that, this is I talk about how I like team success. I have Wendell Carter,
That's yeah.
who really was the defensive anchor on a ball season. I'm pretty sure before he got hurt was above average in defense, if I remember right.
That's a reasonable pick. All right. Following that, I have DeAndre Jordan.
I have following that. I have Dwight Howard.
Okay.
Comeback story. I mean, you had Derrick Rose, like 16 point guard rankings because of the comeback story. I have Dwight Howard 23 because he went from being cut by the Wizards to being on a championship team as a starting center.
And he made 2 threes this season.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think he made 2. Anyways,
Of course, with that pick, we have to give an honorable mention to Kelly Oubre Jr.
yes, of course. Who is just a great man.
Oh yeah.
Kind of looks like a woman.
Moving on, very seriously.
Yes.
24. This is where I have Enes Kanter going.
I have Zubac.
Okay. I mean, at this point, it's kind of like, what do you like? Do you like defense? Do you like, good rebounder? Like,
He's on a very good team, and he's averaging 8, and he does his job.
yeah, he's the MVP guy for him.
There aren't many centers that demand all the attention on an offense, so as long as they can do their job, that's pretty good today.
Oh yeah.
There's have kind of had a falling out.
At 25, I have Aaron Baines, just because he had that great start to the year.
Didn't he hit 5 threes in a quarter or game?
Yeah, he had his start to the year because DeAndre Ayton got hurt. He was insane, and then he as soon as Ayton got back, he sucked again.
Yeah, he had a step back.
Yeah.
Here I have Cody Zeller actually.
Oh, he's not on my list.
Oh, he's averaging like 11. He can kind of play defense, and he's on a really bad team. So, not too amazing. I have him in the low 20s.
All right. Moving on to 26, this is where I have Zubac going. Like I said, energy guy, does his job. That's about it.
Yep. I have Aaron Baines here.
All right, GOAT. At 27, this is where I have DeAndre Jordan here. His contract might go down as one of the worst contracts in the free agency of last summer. I mean, you're trying to build a championship team, paying DeAndre Jordan $10 million a year when you already have Jarrett Allen, who's one of the best defensive centers in the league on your team already, who's making way less money. Why pay Jordan when you could get signed like a defensive wing? Just doesn't make any sense to me.
It's true. All right. Next, I have Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, I mean, not much really to say about him. I mean, another one of those guys who's just kind of there. He's overpaid as hell, just like Jordan. So makes sense to buy each other.
All right. Who do you have?
At 27 or 28?
I don't know what number we're on at the moment.
I think that was 27. I said Jordan. So we're on the 28 where I have Nerlens Noel.
I also have Nerlens Noel.
All right, there we go. I mean, once again, another guy does his job, gets boards. I mean, good backup center. That's about it.
All right, 29. This might be a little biased as a fan pick, but I have Boban.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. I love
Mavericks are doing well, and he's really tall, and he's really fun to watch just because he's tall.
Let's put it this way: in my 2K my career, I played for the Mavericks, and when I got control of minutes, I made sure to give Boban like 12 more minutes than he should play, just so I can play with him.
Of course, Boban is him and Taco are the fan centers.
Yeah. 29, I have Thomas Bryant of the Washington Wizards. He's putting up 11 points, and he's shooting 40% from three, even though it's only on 1 attempt per game. So, my guy, shoot more threes, bro. You're making them.
Yeah, 30. I have Thomas Bryant. So,
Okay, so who do you have at 29? Oh no, 29 you had Kobe. 30, 30 I put Tristan Thompson. Just a guy that does his job.
he's just a guy. All right.
Who, I mean,
Do we want to do
yeah.
all-time centers?
No, I don't really want to.
All right. Because I got my list set up, and I want to.
Okay, well, I don't, because we are gonna use the rest of this podcast to debate. If you were the 76ers, would you rather trade? Would you trade Joel Embiid or Ben Simmons? And we'll get to that right after a quick break. All right, so we're back, and me and Josh are gonna be debating Ben Simmons versus Joel Embiid. Now I'm gonna be rooting for Ben Simmons. Who do you got? And you got Joel Embiid, obviously.
I have Joel Embiid. Yeah.
So do you want to open or want me to?
You can open. I like to hit it off after that.
All right, we're running this like a court case. It feels like. So Ben Simmons is the younger player, the more efficient player, the better playmaker, and the better defensive player. That's 4 or 5. I mean, that's in order age. That's 3 of the 4 main skills in basketball. The only thing he's not good at is shooting. But you put shooter around him, that's a good team.
All right. My argument to this, right? So Joel Embiid, I don't get where you find this Ben Simmons more efficient because his efficiencies suck in terms of shooting. But Joel Embiid has a field goal percentage of 51.4%, which is pretty, or no, that's no, 47.4. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong stat. 47.
Yeah, you're probably looking at Ben Simmons, who shoots 58% from the field.
Yeah, but Ben Simmons is all okay, whatever. He averages 23.4 points a game, right? 11 rebounds a game and 3 assists. He's also proven that he can be the best player on a team.
Has he though?
Yes,
What have
he's
the Sixers ever done in the
the
playoffs?
76ers team.
What did they ever do in the playoffs?
They haven't done a ton, but he's the best player. I mean, what has Ben Simmons done for them in the playoffs?
Arguably last year in the playoffs, Jimmy Butler was arguably their best player in the playoffs. You go back and watch those games. I mean, he popped off in Game 7 when they lost to an insane buzzer beater.
He was their closer. I wouldn't necessarily say he was better. He was just better in like the crunch when they need a shot.
Usually, your best player is the player you have taking the last shot. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, not necessarily. I mean,
Well,
like
what team would not have their best player take the final shot? If you have LeBron on your team, you're having LeBron take the shot. If you have Curry, you're having Curry take the shot.
right? If you need a 3 and you have like Ray Allen on your team, and then you have like somebody who's better. I mean, like LeBron, if they needed a 3, I'd rather get it to Ray Allen than LeBron. On the
That's
Miami.
situational though. Like if you need a 3, that's different. But like if the game's tied, you're having LeBron take the shot in that instance.
Well, yeah.
Just like how when the game was tied, they had Kawhi take the shot because he was their best player.
Okay. I'm just
Kobe
like
always took the game winner.
yeah, Kobe never passed. Actually, Kobe is. I think I saw he's like pretty high up on shooting guard assists all the time, which is surprising, but he's high up on that. But anyway,
longevity.
yeah. Joel Embiid's contract is he got a contract extension, 5-year, $148 million, which is about $30 million a year.
Yeah. Well, I think Ben Simmons is $29 million.
Well, technically, Joel Embiid's he's like $29,600,000. So I guess he's not exactly 30, but close enough.
Yeah. But like I was saying earlier, you were bragging about Joel's efficiency, but Ben Simmons is a 10% better 10% better from shooting. Joel's 47%, and Joel's 47%. Simmons is 58%.
Well, yeah, but is Ben Simmons ever going to be the best player on his team and win?
Yes, I think he can be because he's an elite playmaker, an elite defense player, and elite finisher.
I don't think he ever will.
I don't think Embiid will though.
I don't think he's
You
built.
can't
I
win
don't think his mentality is built. I don't think Joel Embiid could be that either. I don't think either of them can be. but I don't think his mentality is built like that. I don't think he can do that.
But would you try? I mean, what we're saying basically is if you were Sixers GM, it obviously isn't working. Something's gonna have to happen this offseason if you want to try and win with this team. And if we're being honest, you're probably not gonna be able to trade Tobias Harris's contract. You're not gonna be able to trade Al Horford's contract. You're gonna have to trade either Embiid or Simmons to get assets. Who is it gonna be? I would say Embiid because you have Al Horford the start at center again. Who he's a great fit with Simmons because he can shoot a little bit, you know.
But you're going to get more for Embiid because he is he's more valuable to the NBA than like there are plenty of great playmakers in the league. There aren't plenty of good centers like Joel.
Yeah, which I mean, it's not really an argument of who do you think's better because I mean, I might still say Simmons, but it's more if we're more arguing who are you going to trade because I feel like you're going to have to move someone because it's not working clearly. They're the 16.
Well, it's the same thing of like when the Warriors had Durant and Curry. Who would you trade there? If you had to, like obviously you're never going to, but if you had to get rid of Durant or Curry, who are you going to get rid of? Curry's the worst player, but he's more impactful to his team. He belongs on that team more. So
if he's more impactful on the team, in my opinion, that means he's the better player.
Well, not necessarily. Durant's a better basketball player than Stephen Curry, but Curry is what made the Warriors the Warriors. Just like I would say Joel Embiid is what makes the Sixers the Sixers.
You could say that, but I mean, I feel like they're both pretty important to the Sixers culture.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying that like if you were to get rid of Joel Embiid, you will have that hole sitting there, and Ben Simmons. Obviously, you'd get a lot back for either one of them, and Ben Simmons is younger, so he's got more career ahead of him. But I feel like you would want to hold on to Joel Embiid in a trade circumstance over Ben Simmons.
One thing I haven't mentioned yet, which is the biggest issue with Joel Embiid, is the injuries. He only played 44 games this year. And yes, the season got cut short, and Simmons was a little injured this year, but even then, Simmons still played more games than him, even though he was also hurt.
Okay. Simmons can't shoot. There's my argument.
But that's really the only knock on Simmons. Other than that, great defense, great playmaking, great finishing. And he's taller than the guy probably guarding him.
Shooting league.
Yeah, but you can build around. I mean, you can put shooters around Simmons. There's a lot more shooters than there used to be.
Well, yeah, but it's the same thing as like saying you want to put shooters around LeBron, and LeBron's also a good shooter, because you can't do his entire game can't just be drive and kick. He has to be able to knock down. If it's like if he is wide open, you can't be the best player on a team and have people sitting in the lane while you're at the 3-point line. They have to demand the attention. He doesn't demand. Joel Embiid demands the attention on a team.
But I feel neither of them can be a first option on a championship team. And I feel like Ben Simmons would be the better second option because he can be the playmaker and you could get I feel like you can build around Simmons easier than Embiid.
That may be true, but also he can't shoot, and he's going to have to be able to at some point in his career.
Yeah, 3 this year.
It hit a 3. But yeah, that's my big knock on Simmons is that like to be the best player, you have to like if you have just a mid-range jumper open, you have to be able to take that shot. Otherwise, defensive teams can take advantage of you. They can focus less on you.
That's true. That's true.
But Ben Simmons is a better defender probably in terms of the wing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's more versatile in terms of defending. But Joel's not a terrible defender as is.
Oh no, Embiid's a good defender, but the thing is, Simmons is one of the best defenders, in the league, and he's also versatile because of his size and the fact that he can defend perimeter and inside because he's big. That's valuable. He can switch on pretty much anyone, and you would probably be okay with it, except for maybe like a super fast guard like a Morant.
Yeah, I don't know if he could. I don't think he can necessarily switch onto Morant. I think Morant's too.
As I said, unless it's like a super fast guard.
Yeah.
But it's a wing league, and you'd feel comfortable. I mean, who on the Sixers do you want guarding LeBron?
Well, they have Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is big. That's his big thing. Is he's also big. He's filled out. So yeah, I'd want him guarding LeBron, but I wouldn't want Simmons guarding like KD or Kawhi.
Why? Who'd you want guarding him?
I think he's fast enough for those guys.
I mean, who would you have guard them then? On the Sixers, who would you have guard?
Josh Richardson. I'd have Josh Richardson probably.
I don't know. I would have Simmons.
I don't think Simmons could really keep up with those guys. 1.7. But yeah. Also, I think Joel Embiid's 2K rating is higher because Joel Embiid's a 91, and I don't think Ben Simmons is. I'm going to check that right now.
I mean, to be fair, though, 2K ratings don't mean shit considering Hassan Whiteside is 87.
All right. Just saying.
Hassan Whiteside's also an 87. I mean, the ratings don't mean anything.
Just saying.
I'm pretty sure Kyrie Irving's also a 94. So I mean,
is he really? I gotta look at this.
Last year he was. I know that was his rating last year for sure.
Irving, 2K rating. What is he right now? He's a 90. Okay, Kyrie Irving is. Oh my gosh, they're saying Kyrie Irving and Joel are equal. That's disgusting.
Yeah, no, that's not true.
That is disgusting. Kyrie Irving is an 85. Actually, he's a really good player. He just sucks on being a team player.
Speaking of being a team player, Ben Simmons is someone who's going to stick up for you as a teammate. I mean, remember when Joel Embiid was getting the shit beat out of him by Karl Anthony Towns? Simmons was the one that had to come over and whip his ass.
Simmons is disgusting. Yeah, that's true. Simmons will probably, as well as kind of a. He's got
the Australian in him, you know?
Yeah, he's got it from down under. Joel Embiid from maroon. But I don't know. I still think Joel's better, and I value him more.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little poll up for the YouTube, or it'll be over here. And we'll have the fans vote. Who would you trade? Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid, considering the point.
Don't say who would you trade, because then you're talking about just say who's better. And then they can
who's better?
Count on who they want, like team success.
Ben Simmons has
skill,
finishing, playmaking, and defense. Joel Embiid has the shooting.
And he's not lacking in anything, really, except for he's not quick.
A little more of a jack of all trades.
But yeah, there.
Oh, and Simmons is younger, so I just got to throw that out there too. And he's under contract longer.
All right. What do we got now?
I think that's pretty much all we got for today. You watch Last Dance? Want to talk about that a little bit?
Did we already do a thing? I think we already talked about it.
No, we didn't. We were like, oh, did you guys watch it? And we were like, yeah. And then we moved on to point guards again.
I don't know. I watched some of the Jordan games, and he's good.
Yeah, no, really.
He's good.
I mean, the one takeaway I got from that is they really disrespected Isaiah Thomas. Like,
I love
dude may have been the best point guard in the league at that time because Magic was retired, and they didn't even invite him for the Dream Team. Like, bro.
Well, that's because Jordan said he didn't do anything, but he definitely did. He definitely was like,
oh yeah, he 100% was like, I'm gonna play if Isaiah Thomas isn't.
Yeah. And who would you take, Michael Jordan or Isaiah Thomas?
Michael Jordan.
Exactly.
But I mean,
yeah, Isaiah Thomas was better than some of the guys on the Dream Team, but Michael Jordan is also the best player.
Also, kind of feel bad for Kukoc. He kind of, I mean, he didn't deserve any of that. They just hated him.
They just bullied him. Well, he did come. Didn't he scored like 16 in the second game? So he didn't necessarily crack under pressure in the first game because that's tough, but he stood up for himself in the last game.
I mean, he probably went into it thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna be playing against my future teammates. I'm gonna be like, we're gonna be all buddy," and they just like literally just
Jordan,
more or less kick him in the groin.
Jordan and Scotty are crazy.
And then they had Rob. I don't know how that team. I mean, Phil Jackson. You can debate whether he's the greatest coach.
He's the greatest.
I mean, the fact
Yeah.
The fact that he controlled all those Eagles, like I mean, he controlled Kobe and Shaq for a while. You know,
That's so
Jordan, he controlled Rodman. I mean, that alone. Rodman literally sat out of a playoff game because he didn't really feel like it one time with the Spurs. The fact that he was able to control Rodman's Eagle is incredible.
Dude, I love that he had his 6 with the Bulls and then just goes right to the Lakers and wins 3.
Yeah, and then
That's
and then he won with the Knicks. Oh wait,
yeah, he had to go from Jordan to Kobe to Melo. So there's a big drop off from 2 to 3.
yeah,
It's like Jordan, Kobe, Melo.
yeah. I mean, Melo just kind of wanted to be Kobe.
Melo. I saw a thing of Paul Pierce is Carmelo Anthony if he got drafted to one of the best franchises ever. I don't really agree with that, but I just saw that recently.
And then that remind, and you watch the new Game of Zones.
Game of Zones is lovely.
I love that show so much. It's hilarious.
The
Paul
last
Pierce, he's coming for me.
it's providing a lot of entertainment.
Let's be real here, though. Dwayne Wade over Paul Pierce any day.
Well, yeah, Paul Pierce is not better than Dwayne Wade.
You see that he actually said that though. You watched that, right?
Yes, I did see that. That was really dumb. Dude, Paul Pierce, before he retired, he was a pretty respectable guy, and then he retired, went to the media, and now he's an idiot, and everybody
Well,
hates
he
him.
shit himself and then he went to the media.
Like, dude, if he just didn't continue to compare himself to everybody else, everybody would still like Paul Pierce for the most part. But he's such
Also, he won a championship with the most overrated team ever in the Big Three Celtics.
Big 3 along with like All-Star Rondo, basically.
Yeah. Was
That,
also kind of. I mean, that team might be the most overrated in history
how did they not win more? Is my thing. They just
because they were injured. Because Kevin Garnett was the best player on the team by far, and he got injured the year after.
it's true.
That's what happened because Kevin Garnett was the best player by far, and he got hurt, and then they weren't as good, and they lost to Dwight Howard. Was Paul Pierce hurt that year? I don't think he was.
I have no clue. That's a
I'm
weird.
looking up right now, but like Paul Pierce should have been the year. It was 08, 09, right? He was hurt.
Is that when they won?
Yeah, he played every single game. If he was better than Dwayne Wade, he would have beat Dwight Howard and the Magic.
Well, Dwight Howard was nuts.
Yeah, but that team around him like wasn't that great.
That may be true, but yes, Dwayne Wade is better than Paul Pierce. That's anybody who says otherwise is I don't know. You better have some good facts against that.
Are probably just Celtics fans.
Probably.
That's pretty much it.
Dude, he got all right. One thing I'll say about Paul Pierce, he got stabbed 11 times. Have you heard that story?
No, I have not.
He got stabbed 11 times and then played 82 games the next season.
Oh my god.
He did. That is the one thing I'll say about Paul Pierce is that I respect that. He got stabbed 11 times. I'm pretty sure one was like being very close to his heart too.
Correction, 17 times.
Oh, 17 more. So yeah, before Paul Pierce acted like an idiot on me.
No, 11 times. That happened like this article says 17 years ago, but they don't know how to write articles.
Well, before he said all that dumb stuff, Paul Pierce, I liked him. I thought he was a fine guy, player, but then he just made himself an idiot.
Let's put it this way: he's definitely ending up on the thumbnail in the wheelchair.
Yes. I love that he finally admitted that. That's great.
Did he actually admit it that he shot himself?
Yep. Well, he didn't. He had to go to the bathroom. He had to go shit. But yeah.
All right. I think that's all we got to talk about today. Paul Pierce sucks. Ben Simmons versus Joel Embiid. Make sure to vote, and that's about it. Next episode, we're going to be doing shooting guards and probably talk about Last Dance, considering that's the only thing on.
Pretty much.
Josh, always a pleasure to have you on.
It's always a pleasure to be on.
All right. Thanks for watching.